Fit the Road. They're called Fit the Road on YouTube, so feel free to check them out. They have not been uploading since a while, so I'm excited to see what the yoga lesson will be. It's called Superpower Yoga, so I guess it will be a little bit sweaty, but I'm excited for that. After, we're going to have a long stream, so feel free to join into that. But right now, we're going to do yoga from Kopipi. I'm excited about that. Before we start, I skipped a little bit the beginning until, I didn't watch the YouTube video through, but I skipped a little bit the beginning. All that they're doing is like Ujjayi breathing, Darth Vader breathing, as we're calling it here on Twitch. What it is, so you're breathing in very, very softly through your nose, and you start to create a little bit of less space, so less throughput of the air. So you want to feel kind of like how the air starts making noise in your throat. But just this little tiny bit. It's not a lot. So you restrict the throughput of your breath. We're just starting with this Ujjayi breathing right now. And the important thing here is that we leave the breath be constant. So constantly in and then constantly out. Constantly in, your belly into your chest. Create a little bit of a restriction in your throat that makes just this like little, you barely can hear the noise. Makes a little bit of noise. And with that, keep connected to that breath, and we're going to give it over to the wonderful two people there. And let's see where they are going to take us, what kind of adventure they are going to take us. Enjoy, and let's go.
Center. And as you inhale, bring your hands over your head to reach and press into prayer. Exhale, hands through heart center. Again, inhale, arms wide. And exhale through heart center. Inhale the arms overhead. This time exhale your right hand down, left hand all the way over, stretching the left side of the body. Inhale back to center, have your hands meet above. Exhale the left hand down, stretching the right side. A couple more rounds like this. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale, stretch. Inhale the hands to meet. And exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale the hands down. Let's inhale the hands back up. Wash the sand off your hands if you're on a beach like us. Interlace your fingers and flip the palms up, and now bend to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center.
It's going to take about an hour, by the way.
Exhale right. Center. And to the left. Inhale back to center. And exhale the hands down. Now let's make our way into a tabletop position. Doing some cat and cow. Inhale to extend the back. Exhale to flex the back, push the ground away. Inhale to extend. And exhale to bend. Just find a few more rounds of this motion. You can be a little bit more organic, maybe stretching one side or the other. Doing some circles. Finding what your body needs today. And return to a neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg back, keeping the toes planted, and push back, stretching the calf. And just start to move around, stretching the leg. Now we'll place the instep and the outside of the foot on the ground, kicking out the left leg, coming into an assisted side plank.
Like this.
As you exhale, stretch the right hand long, feeling a nice side stretch, and place the hand back down, returning to your tabletop position. Let's move to the other side, stretching the left leg long, pressing back and feeling the stretch in the calf, and just moving around a little bit. You'll feel your core start to warm up, start to engage the front of your hip as well. And hopefully these yoga warm-ups will serve us in the HIIT portion of the workout. Okay, and turn that left foot to press against the ground, both inside and out, kicking your right leg out, and a modified side plank on the right. And exhale, stretch the left arm long forward and down, returning to your tabletop. Now let's pick up the right leg and start to make some circles. Nice. Opening the hip. You can experiment with this motion as well. And maybe reverse. Finally, bringing your knee to your nose, placing the foot between the hands, and rising up into a crescent lunge. Feel the front of the left hip opening a bit, easing into the back bend without going too far in this warm-up. Exhale to bring the left hand down, coming into a twisted lunge. Exhale, stretch that right arm long and come around, placing the right knee back into tabletop. And we'll do the same on the other side, picking up that left knee, making some circles.
How does that feel, you guys? How are you doing today?
Bringing your knee to your nose, placing the foot between the hands, and rising up into crescent lunge on the other side.
Let's go. Let's do this. Of course, you don't need to go so deep.
And exhale the right hand down, twisted lunge to the left.
No, I think it's a good combination. These guys behind me and I'm doing it sideways in front. I think that's a good combination. What do you guys think?
On your exhale, extend the left hand forward, place the palm down, and bring your left knee back into tabletop. From here, we'll press up into our first downward dog, taking some time to come into this position. You can bend one knee and the other, bend the knees, and then push up, just settling into the pose. On an inhale, roll forward to plank. Hold here for one breath, firing up the core.
There's a lot of background noise in their video.
And exhale to lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale to cobra, gently. Exhale to child's pose.
Yeah, it's a
When
little
you're
bit
ready,
more
pressing
advanced.
back up into downward facing dog.
Hope you can follow. Da 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 ba ba da.
On your next inhale, roll forward to plank, holding here, firing up the core. And lower all the way down. This time coming up a little bit higher in your cobra. Pulling the back muscles long without forcing yourself too high. Exhale back into child's pose.
Birds there.
Again, when you're ready, work your way back into your downward facing dog. And then slowly walk your way forward to hang at the top of the mat, maybe grabbing both elbows, keeping your knees soft, swaying back and forth. Placing your hands on the ground, on your shins for a half lift with a flat back, and exhale to fold deep.
Flat back.
As we inhale, roll up slowly, slowly with your knees bent, stacking the vertebrae one on top of another. Head comes last. You can shrug your shoulders up and roll them all the way down the back for a really nice, tall, supported Tadasana, mountain pose.
Tadasana.
From here, we'll do a couple of sun salutations. So inhale the arms overhead. Gazing up at the palms, exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back and lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. 5 breaths here.
That was really fast suddenly.
Checking in with your Ujjayi breath. And at the bottom of your exhale, walk your way or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale to come up with a flat back, arms overhead. And exhale, Tadasana. One more time through that flow. Arms overhead on an inhale. Gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or float back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths.
Just some voices in the back. How are you guys? How are you feeling? I like the lesson so far a lot. You know, he goes fast, but he also gives some time to just stay, feel where we are.
Okay, inhale the right leg high. And bend the knee, open the hip, making a little circle there.
What? Open? Good.
Square the hip side back off. Exhale the right foot outside the right hand. And we'll come into lizard pose. So bring the left knee down, flatten the top of your foot onto the ground, and you can come down onto your forearms. If you're not super experienced in lizard pose, this is a good place to use some props. Or you can stop wherever's comfortable. Here, you can work your way down, or you can come all the way to flat hands on the ground. You should feel an opening in the front of your left hip and in the right hip as well. Hold this pose for a couple more breaths.
Yeah.
From here, press into the forearms. Actually, plant your toes, lift your knee, press your weight into your forearms as you step back, forearm plank. Now place the palms flat on the ground and walk your feet forward into a pike. This is your dolphin pose, very similar to a downward facing dog.
I like dolphin.
But with the forearms planted. Make sure your hips are pointing up and your back stays long. Now press into the palms, come up, downward dog. And slowly walk your way to the front of the mat, coming into a yogi squat at the top of the mat. Sorry, we're brushing off some sand. You can plant your feet flat on the ground if your feet don't come to the ground. Again, it's a good place for modifications. We don't carry our yoga blocks, unfortunately, while we're backpacking, but you can place a block underneath your heels or a blanket folded.
Let's go. How does that feel today, you guys? You know, I love doing yoga with
into
others.
the feet and come into a forward fold.
If you have any questions, always feel free to ask.
And rise up to stand with a flat back, arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll work our way back down to the other side. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step or float back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip, and make some circles with your knee. Going both ways if you can.
What?
Square off your hips again. And exhale the left hand outside. Left foot outside of the left hand, excuse me. Back knee comes down, top of foot on the ground, and come onto your forearms into your lizard pose. Place those hands flat on the ground if they aren't already. Come up onto that back toe, lifting the back knee, and come back into your forearm plank. Holding here, one breath in and out. Now slowly walk your feet forward into that dolphin pose, hips coming up into a pike. And from here, push into the palms, downward facing.
To what? Ah, up. How does that feel, you guys? You got this.
Slowly walk forward, coming into your yogi squat at the top of the mat. Getting that sand off.
I like the sequencing, you know?
Making
It's
sure
not too
the
hard.
head is loose
Not
and
too easy.
gently
Probably he steps it
floating.
up and he steps it up in a moment.
Press into the feet and fold forward. This time halfway lift. Take your first two fingers and your thumbs, grab those toes in a yogi toe lock,
What?
and fold deeply forward. This one, something that you definitely build on. Careful not to lock the legs, and make sure the elbows are pushing outwards as you pull yourself down into a deep forward fold. As far as you can, as far as your body is prepared to go today. Remembering that where you are, just let that be where you are today, and that's all right.
Wonder where you are today.
Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we'll come into Padahastasana, lifting the feet, stepping all the way up onto your wrists if you can make it. Keep those knees bent as far as comfortable, and fold forward, bending the elbows out.
What?
And release the hands. Keep the knees bent and slowly roll up to stand again, stacking each vertebrae on top of another. And take it from there.
All right, we're nice and warmed up from our yoga section, so we're gonna move on to the HIIT workout.
Oh, she takes
We'll
over.
be doing 20 minutes of HIIT, 10 exercises twice, on a 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest timer. Just gotta get my timer out. And I'm not gonna go through all the exercises and explain them. You'll just have to follow along. They're all pretty easy to follow along with.
Uh-oh.
So in 10 seconds, we're gonna start.
Uh-oh.
We'll get everybody's heart rate up a bit.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We're starting with jugglers. So do 2 high knees, 2 heel taps.
How many times are we going to do this? Through?
Okay, about halfway through, we're gonna switch sides. Okay,
Ah, jugglers. Was not all the time.
second exercise, we're doing glute raises from plank position. So get into plank, and then you're gonna lift your right leg, 45-degree angle, and just raise.
Just the right?
Keep your glutes tight on this. Have a strong plank.
This one's really hard. If you need to just hold your plank,
It's deceiving.
that's okay. You need to take a break. I usually do.
Second round through, for sure. All right. Okay, now we're doing a squat.
Wait, did you guys do both
with
sides?
backs, so do squat, squat jump, lunge back, switch. And you're gonna wanna alternate your lunges. So it's an even.
It's a little bit strange. Jump. Switch.
Jump, lunge back, switch.
And
15 more seconds.
I'm just trying to imitate them as good as I can.
Okay. Next, we're gonna do glute raises on the other side. So
Okay.
get back into plank position.
Right leg.
Left leg
No,
this
left
time.
leg.
Remember to keep your glutes tight. It's gonna help.
If you can, don't put the weight back down.
Just lightly tap.
But I
yourself.
can't.
Five more seconds. Got this. Okay, good job. now we're doing star burpees. It's gonna be like regular burpees, except you're gonna have a wide push-up, wide-legged push-up, and then you're gonna do a star jump.
I don't have. What? Just trying. Yep. Bound to happen.
2 more seconds. One more. Okay, one more. Very good.
Oh, that doesn't work.
All right. Okay. Side plank knee tucks. So you're gonna start by supporting yourself on your right side plank, and then you're doing side squats. Side crunches.
Oh God. I don't like this exercise.
Again, this one
This
is,
one might be the toughest one.
especially if you're starting out,
Gotta
you can
go
always
slow.
modify by
Drop
going
it
onto
down
your-
to forearm.
or just holding your side plank.
Side plank is tough enough. But guess what? We got 10 more seconds. Almost there. You know, when there's one
Woo.
side, there's always the other. Alright. But first, we're gonna do push-up, pike push-up, alternating. We're gonna do a regular push-up. Walk in the pike. Do another push-up. Push-up. Pike push-up.
I think this. I'm not sure completely.
Alright. Now we're doing side plank knee tucks on the left side. So support
Let's
yourself
get it. Hey, Kobab.
on the left.
How are you doing?
Get into
Doing a
position.
workout from
Start to-
Koh Phi Phi, Thailand. Ooh. This one is quite heavy to do and not fall out of, to be honest. How's your day going?
15 more
This
seconds.
is hard enough just to balance.
4. One more. Next. Whew. Okay, we're doing 180-degree squat jump, or surfers, is what I like to call them.
What are we doing? I
You're just jumping 180 degrees. Stay even, so do a full rotate. You get dizzy. Do a rotate.
Whew.
We may have done this whole workout yesterday to practice.
10
So,
seconds.
I like
This
her-
one is super. Ooh. This one is super intense.
in the first round. 10 mountain climbers, 1 frog jump.
What? Oh, okay, but
Good job. So that's just 1 through. Now we're doing that one more time, that whole thing. So take a second for water, pause the video for about a minute or 2, and we'll move on from the top.
what? Break and then we start from the top? Uh-oh.
Ready?
Ready.
All right. And 10. We're starting with jugglers again.
One of our PP Island friends.
I hope it's not 3 times through.
All right. High knees, juggler. If you notice we're out of sync, it's because we are.
I don't know how exactly they're
Explain what you do.
doing it.
I'm doing 2 high knees and
Right.
3 jugglers.
Left,
I'm doing 2 and 2 and
Left.
switching halfway
right,
in between,
left.
just so that I can have the balance between both sides. I'm
Ah,
not
they're doing it
disturbing.
behind. Is it behind? No, I'm not sure what they're doing.
Okay. That one looks really good. What's next? Glute raises from plank position. Okay, so get into plank. Raising your right leg, 45-degree angle. Whew. Make sure your form is good. Strong plank, 45-degree angle raise. Tight glutes. Barely tap the ground.
I'm happy if I get maybe 10 of these in a set.
Don't even think about reps, it's just time. Get as many as you can. Soon. What? Alright. What's next? Okay, we got the glute lunge sequence. I'm sorry, squat lunge.
The jumping one will
So
destroy me
regular
completely.
Squat jump. Lunge back. Switch. Squat jump. Lunge back. Switch. Steady beginning. Has nothing to do with the humidity.
So strange.
15 more seconds.
Left back. Right back.
All right. Now we're back to glute raises from plank on the other side. So get ready to get into plank. Plank it up. Raise that left leg. 45-degree angle. 10 seconds left. Guess what's next? All right. Good job. Star burpees are next.
The morning begins.
Wipe the sweat off. Get ready to get into push-up. So remember to, it's a wide-legged push-up.
I'm just doing it my way. They're really doing push-ups there.
10 more seconds. Whew. Next is going to be, I think it's side plank. Yep. Start on the right side supporting you.
Ah, they're doing it on the
Other
elbow.
side.
He's doing it.
This one on right
It's not
side.
making it easier.
Give it the best you can.
Yeah, this is not making it easier, my friend.
Okay. Honestly, don't know if that's easier. Push up, pike push up, alternation. Alright. Let's give me a regular push up. Whoa. And a pike push up. Alright. Other side of the worst one.
It's sweaty today.
It's ripping. It's crazy. Left side support. Start it up. So I'm gonna start on this side.
Ooh.
Did I say pike push up? I meant to say side plank knee tuck. That's how tired I am. Hi, baby. Distraction. We got about 5 more seconds. And one more. Oh. 180-degree squat jumps or surfers.
Yeah, this is like... Oh, the cat! Look at the cat!
Oops. Don't step on the key.
Swan frog jump. Whew.
Very sweaty.
More seconds. And that concludes the hit section. Take time to slow your breath down all the way to an ujjayi breath. So you might need to pause, take some water, really slow down and catch your breath. Let your heart rate drop.
Yeah, that's sweaty.
Tide's coming back.
Take as much time as you need. Maybe pause the video and slowly begin to lengthen the breath. Get your breath under control and rest in child's pose until you can get that slow in and out through the nose. Ujjayi breath.
Make sure you don't have any kind of waist restriction going on. This would be deadly right now. Ah.
Oh, we did a lot of arm work, so let's take the right arm and thread it through the left side. And just rest in child's pose, maybe gazing to the left. Oh, and feel a nice stretch in the outside of your right shoulder. And just slide the arm back to center and reverse, taking the left arm, sliding it underneath and resting in child's pose, maybe gazing to the right. Not putting too much weight on the shoulder, just enjoying the stretch of the outside of the shoulder joint. And you can unthread it. Now take your hands and walk them to the right, feeling a long stretch of the side body on the left.
I should also teach that. Walking to the right and to the left.
Walk them back to center. And over to the left. And back to center. Now when you're ready, meet in downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high Now open that leg, making some circles. And flip your dog if you like. Pressing up through the hips. And
What?
flip it back. Bringing the knee forward.
What was
And
this
opening it.
up?
For pigeon pose, the
Didn't see
shin
that.
about parallel with the front of your mat. Again, since we don't really travel with props, if you're getting into this pose for the first time, it's a good idea to put a blanket or a block under your right hip, maybe a blanket under your left hip, and take your time working into this pose. Because we tend to hold pigeon for a little while.
If you're a beginner, take care. Maybe ask me about it. I'll explain more deeply. Or deeper.
Walk the hands back, pressing into the palms, ground your toes, and come into three-legged dog, releasing the foot down, downward facing dog. To the other side, lift the left leg high, bending the knee, opening the hip, flipping your dog if you did so on the other side.
Oh, flipping. So, this is what thing? I think.
And flipping back. Right knee to nose.
I mean, I don't
And
know.
bringing it
Just size
parallel
flipping
to
the
top of
dog.
your mat, pigeon on the left side. Slowly walking the hands back, press into the palms, and come back into your downward facing dog. You can walk the feet forward or hop through to extend the legs forward. Wiping off some sand, around the beach like us. Now we'll take the right leg, placing the foot flat on the ground outside of the left knee. You can leave your left leg extended or fold it back. Place your right hand behind you, lift the left arm
That
high.
was strange.
Seated
Never
spinal
did this
twist.
like this. Yeah, you can instruct it
Inhaling
like
to
that, I
lengthen
guess.
the spine. Exhaling. Feel the deepness of the twist. Inhale back to center and exhale counter twist. And come back to center. Extending the legs long. Ignoring the
Cat.
mischievous creatures around you. We'll raise the arms high and fold forward, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Make sure to keep your back and your spine long, folding forward.
Hard.
And then when you
For
feel
me,
a nice stretch in the
how's
back
it for
of your
you?
legs, you can begin to release the head. Maybe your hands come to your knees or your shins, maybe to your toes, the outside of your feet, or you can grab your whole feet.
Kinda like
Whatever is
upright
comfortable
here.
for you. Making sure not to hyperextend the backs of the legs, keeping a gentle bend. And
Just
feeling
can't
the
go deeper.
sweetness of
Maybe you're
this
even here, back
forward
here.
fold.
No? Don't like that stretch too much. I can't work here, or I feel that I can't really work here deeply. How does it feel for you? Ooh.
Inhale, slowly roll up. And we'll take our spinal twist on the other side, placing the left foot outside of the right knee. If you left your leg extended, leave it extended. If you folded it in,
Wait, I
fold
just
it on
did this side.
Left hand comes behind, raise the right arm, seated spinal twist to the left.
This is...
Inhaling to lengthen, and exhaling to twist.
As you're breathing in, sit up taller. As you're breathing out, twist a little bit more, looking over your left shoulder.
Inhale back to center, and exhale, counter twist. And inhale to release the legs. I'm scooting up a little closer because we're going to do some stuff laying down. You can slowly recline yourself all the way. Nice reclining position. Here we'll come into bridge pose, placing the feet flat on the ground. Excuse the boat noises.
The boat noises.
Slowly begin to lift the hips, clasp the hands underneath your seat, and push upwards with the hips, keeping the legs pointing forward. Drive
Keep your knees over your heels as good as you can.
Like that nice back bend. Slowly release. This is another one. You can place a block under your hips and do a supported back bend if you prefer. Totally what feels right to you. If you went up into a bridge, let's prepare for one more round. Lifting the hips, clasping the hands, and driving the hips upwards. Making sure not to open your feet or your knees, but to keep them pointing forward as you push up. And exhale slowly. Do a nice gentle reclined spinal twist. You can lift your hips, move them slightly to the right, and allow your knees to fall to the right. Put your hips to the left, knees to the right.
Hips to the left.
Your arms can
Knees
be
to
in
the
a T
right.
or a cactus, and maybe gaze over the left shoulder.
Can bring your gaze to the left when your knees are pointing to the right. You can also bring your arms up into cactus position. Fingers are pointing up. Swoosh. From there, breathe in deep. Into your chest.
And come back to center. And just lift the hips up and just bring them slightly to the right. Knees will fall to the left. The twist to the other side.
Move the hips to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. And your gaze comes to the right. Don't move fast out of this position, but go really, really slow. Care of your body.
neutral spine. If you're at home, this is a good time to go close to the wall, or definitely bring out your block. We're going to do just a little supported inversion. I'm going to turn around so we don't just show you our butts. But since we don't have any props, you can do it this way too. Like I said, you can put your seat right up against the wall and put your legs up the wall. You can put a block under your hips to make it easier, or just raise your legs up, gently bend your knees so there's not too much effort to keep them raised.
Agree with that, by the way.
Just a nice
Here's a
gentle
wall.
inversion. Just feels nice after all of that high energy aerobic exertion. And you can just gather your legs in, give yourself a nice hug, maybe roll back and forth, massaging the long muscles on the sides of your
It does very
spine.
good to wall.
Just rolling out, whatever feels good, back and forth a little bit. Squeeze tight, 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 and release. Shavasana.
Sneaking my way into Shavasana.
Если ракет мало, да, на могу 2 ракетки поймать, но может в свои границы. Если их много, то ты их не поймаешь.
Slowly begin to move your fingers and toes, waking up the body. Reach your arms overhead for a big stretch. And roll over to one side. Taking your time, slowly make your way up to sit in a comfortable position. Coming back to that place where we started this practice today, consider maybe you surprised yourself and pushed yourself a little further than you thought you could go. Maybe you just did what you thought you could do, but you made it through. You took the time to sit and join us, and we thank you for being with us today and for joining us on this journey.
Woo! Let's get it, dear. Guys, we did it. Awesome. So these guys...
Thank you for your time and your practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Fit the Road. They're called Fit the Road. If you guys like to check that out, feel free. That was cool. That was very, very cool. And with that said, we're going to change up the scene a little quickly. I haven't set this up everything, you know. Need to do this manually. And yeah, coming back to our usual thing. Hope you enjoyed this. We're going further with mantra singing right now. Then we're doing some breathing practice and meditation. Yesterday we forgot about the breathing practice. And at the moment, what? Should. This is like. At the moment we're doing chapa. You heard that? At the moment we're doing chapa, I'm very, very sweaty. My hair is even sweaty. Or around the microphone it's sweaty. Caught a lot of sweat microphone. Yeah. And we're doing currently chapa, so if you like to join in and practice together with me, feel free. You can sing, repeat the mantra together with me. Mantra is again here to connect with your consciousness, to be conscious of your consciousness, to bow in front of consciousness. It's a little bit of the meaning. And let me quickly, my thing here. Sorry about that. About that. And yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better, isn't it? Just a tiny bit. Good. And the mantra we are currently we're not doing the Loka, Samasta Sukhi Nubhavantu. We are doing at the moment the Namah Shivaya mantra. So if you like to join in, feel free. Come on in. Welcome. Welcome. And yeah. We're going 108 times. This is what the Smala is here for. It has 108 beats, so I can't count the repetitions of it. And it will take around 15 minutes, 12 minutes-ish, and then we will be back again. Before we start, drink something. Make sure you feel comfortable. Come in a comfortable sit. Whenever you like to change your sit, change your sit. And again, mantra is here to connect with your consciousness, and also there is a vibrational quality that we're pushing through our body, or that we let pass throughout our body. And this vibrational quality will give you additional insights. Maybe it connects with your throat, maybe it connects with any other part of your body. And listen to that. Listen to what comes out for you. And with that, we're starting. Enjoy. We see each other in about 12 minutes. If you're not here anymore, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are. Let's start. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namo Namaha. 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 Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. 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 Namo Namaha, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, 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 Namo Namaha. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Coming slowly back. How is your body feeling? How are you doing? Coming back slowly. You know, we're taking our time here. We are taking our time here. Coming into a breathing practice right now. Feel free to drink something. Wonderful sit. And from here, let's come into box breathing today. Feel how your belly feels, how your chest feels. If anything is like strange to you, take some time. Relax a little. before we start with the breathing practice. Knowing that you can be very, very soft with your breathing practice. There's no need to push yourself far much. You can go very, very soft. Listening to how your body feels and honoring your body. Starting with the breathing practice. Like to join in, we're doing box breathing. Come to a wonderful sit that feels amazing to you. And just breathe in through your nose for a moment. Out, in, out, your rhythm. At any point in time, the following breathing practice would become suffocating to you. Come out of it. Any point in time. Good. From there, we're taking one more deep inhale together right now. Your belly into your chest. And then breathing out, releasing. And here we start. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale again and continue on your own. Continue on your own. Good. We'll join in as well right now. You can count to 8 to 12 to 16 if you wish. You can also make it very, very soft. Next time you breathe in, slowly come back to your breath, to your natural breath. Come back to your body. And don't worry if you've lost your breathing practice in the meantime. You know, sometimes that happens. To be honest, I feel quite exhausted at the moment after this practice today. There was a lot of core work also involved. You know, I can do a lot of core work, but still my belly feels like, oh yeah, breathing is kind of like difficult at the moment, like sitting like this. My belly says like, oh, give me some rest. I don't want to be in this engaged position all the time. That's what I feel. So I'm going to change my sitting position, and then we're going to do some meditation again. If you like to change your sitting position at any point in time, do that, you know. Change your sitting position, make yourself comfortable. And then we're starting with the meditation. We're going for 30 minutes. We're going for 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of Shavasana. And good to have you today.
Welcome to your doom.
Whoa, that was loud. Hey, Surfer Girl Philly, welcome in. Good to have you. Okay, you know what? We're restarting the meditation. We're just starting the meditation right now. We're going for 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of Shavasana. Good to have you. We're doing here yoga every day. My name is Marcel. How are you doing? How is your day going? With that said, yeah, I also wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are. And we're starting the meditation in just a minute. Just a minute. And if you're not here anymore afterwards, again, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful night. If you're still here, I'm open for your questions. Otherwise, feel free to join the Discord. Good to have you. And again, we're here every day. You see the schedule on the bottom left. And we're doing handstand, we're doing all kind of things. Today we did YouTube yoga. And yeah, that's it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, the meditation. And again, you can join in for just 5 minutes. You can join in for 10 minutes. You can join in for whatever time you like. If you want to join in for the whole thing, we're going for 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of lying down. If you decide to come out earlier, please lie down on the floor for 2 to 5 minutes. We're doing this to not switch from task to task and something to something directly, but really take a break in between, finish up with what you did, and then do the next. Day is going well, it's night, but you know, trying to sleep, but I find myself awake. Yeah. Hey Kazadolsa, good to see you. We're starting with the meditation right here, right now. Yes, the Surfer Girl Philly, maybe you like to join in for just 5 minutes and then go back to sleep again, or try to go back to sleep again. Good to have you guys. So all what we're doing is we start to observe our breath here. Come to a wonderful sit. At any point in time, you can change your sitting position. We're observing our breath without
Welcome to your
changing,
doom.
without changing your breath. Welcome. Welcome, monkey. We're observing our breath without changing our breath. And maybe feeling that the inhale is slightly a bit colder than the exhale. Slightly a bit colder than the exhale. The exhale is slightly a bit warmer than the inhale. Just observing your breath. And whenever you lose the connection to your breath, come to your thoughts softly. Come to your thoughts softly and observe your thoughts. And let go of your thoughts without pushing them away, preferring your breath again, preferring your breath again, coming back to your breath, and observing your inhale and your exhale. Know that this is all part of your journey. It's perfect as it is. So one day you might be completely within your thoughts, all the time in your thoughts. And one day you might be completely focused on your breath. It's perfect as it is. At any point in time, change your sitting position as if you feel like it starts to feel uncomfortable. With that said, see each other in about 30 minutes. If you have any questions, let me know then. Otherwise, if you're heading out in between, again, you can come out of it at any point in time. Then lie down on the floor for 2 to 5 minutes. And then come out and come back to whatever you're going to do. Be quiet right now. slowly release your breath. Slowly release your breath. Come down to the floor and lie down on the floor. Extend your legs. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are pointing up. Arms by your sides. Feet are facing away from each other. Tuck your chin in a little bit. And just be on the floor. Just be. I'll get you out of this position in about 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Just be. Start to move your toes, start to move your fingers. Move your wrist, your arms, your legs, your hips. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. Whenever you're ready, shift yourself to one side and come up. Maybe yawning. Coming back up. Good. So, how did this yoga lesson feel to you today? Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for taking care of yourself today. It was sweaty today in this YouTube yoga today. So every Friday we're doing YouTube yoga. Yeah, and it was more like a high intensity interval training. Throughout the midpoint, you know, it changed. but I liked it. It was good. It was a good lesson, you know. It was round. It was given by 2 people. What do you want more, you know? It was great. It's great. Everybody, if you have any questions, you can ask right now. We are going to go to a whole day of streaming today again. I'm just going to work, you know. It's kind of like a little bit behind the scenes of what I'm doing behind the scenes, preparing the yoga lessons, whatnot, all these kind of things, everything that's going on. Thanks for meditation. Thank you so much. Lots of love back to Rome. Thank you for joining in, Casa Delce. I appreciate you. And yeah. If you like to hear it's more like hearing. If you like to check out another streamer that does a little bit of singing bowl action and a lot of other wonderful bells and gongs, I think is it called gongs, that you're using to make sounds, check out Casa del Se. Give him a follow, head over to him, give him a follow. Appreciate that. And yeah, the meditation was difficult for me today because I felt very exhausted from the yoga. I never really had that, so I had a strange feeling in my belly. It's kind of like, almost like a, how you say it, like a, just an uncomfortable feeling in my belly. After I changed my sitting position, it went good. How was it for you guys? How was it for you? So, with that said, we are changing this up slowly. We're going into a work stream, by the way, so shout out to Casa Delce, appreciate you. And we are going to a work stream right now, going back to just chatting.